Hoghound means people who like to get down and dirty, like to have a lot of sexual fun with big dicks. Um, Kind of a corny name to me, but occasionally it's fun to enjoy a big dick. Dating to me is a lot of fun. You get to know people. Dinner is usually fun at first. You can talk and see if you're compatible. Then usually instead of a movie, I like to rent a video and go home. That way it's a little bit more cozy and comfortable and cuddly. And it's more personal than a movie with a lot of people in a theater. That way usually after the movie you can just get started and cuddle and go on from there. Well, when I bring a person home, it's kind of exciting. I can feel my heart pounding. We get a little excited because it's somebody new. But it's always fun to first pour a drink, either alcohol or non-alcohol, if they want, and talk a little bit. And I'm kind of fond of undressing a person, like you slow. Undress the person and rub them around, touch their chest, and go on from there. And it usually turns out to be pretty fun. Oral sex is fun. Usually I like to leave that till a little bit later, after a little bit of fondling and foreplay. I really love getting my cock sucked, and I love doing it too. I usually try to do a lot on the balls. The balls are a tender spot too, and doing between the balls and the cock is fun. Sometimes you can fit both in your mouth, sometimes you can't, but either way, it's still fun. Rimming is interesting. I didn't discover rimming until just recently. I met a guy who I brought home. Well, actually, he brought me to his place, and we were doing the foreplay, and I was sucking him, and he started giving me a rim job, and I was totally surprised. It was unexpected for me, but I enjoyed every minute of it. Usually, in the heat of passion, it's really sensual and it feels good. And usually, being shaved is a lot better. Hair tends to be a problem every once in a while. It took me a little while to get used to rimming, but once I got started, it's very erotic. Big dicks are fun. They can be scary. Uh, I've only experienced, I think, two big dicks going out on dates and being with a man. And they take a little time to get used to, but they are fun. I like them a little less veiny. I like it more smooth and easygoing. Um, I prefer medium size. I tend to stay away from real well endowed men. Foreskin is fun. I met one man once with foreskin, and it was very interesting. It was very fun to play around with. He was very clean. It's fun to stretch it out and pull on it and lick around the inside of it. It's very, very interesting. It's a lot of playing around and a lot of extra skin rather than an uncut man. I used to uncut men, but foreskin is a lot of fun, and I like foreskin. Uh, Dating men is fun. I like it very sensual. I'm more of a touchy, huggy kind of person. I like a lot of rubbing and feeling and cuddling. But I do occasionally like my roughness. I have a few little toys that I use once in a while that are fun. Generally, I'm a quiet person. I try to stay away from crowds and large parties. Getting recognized as being in porn movies or people coming up to me, as long as they're generally nice and not aggressive, that's no problem at all. I'm a nice person if I get to meet people. Usually if I'm confronted, though, it's a different story, but I think after getting over the nervousness of my first time, it would be a lot easier, especially talking to other people about it. I watch a lot of porn. I have my own collection of videos. At first it feels awkward going in to pick it out because you never know what you're getting. But some of the porn studios that I go to, you get to watch a little bit before you buy it, which is good. I've only got a collection of about 10. This is the first time I've been on camera, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm relaxed, and working with certain people makes it easier. So porn is fun. Well, I'm a big believer in safe sex. I've done several things in regards to safe sex in my hometown. I've been in a couple of contests and bars in regards to safe sex contests, and came in first once and came in second, and we talked to the people about safe sex, and no matter what the condition is, you need to be safe. I've also been involved in HIV studies in a local hospital where I was brought up, and you go in and either get a placebo or the real vaccine. And as a matter of fact, I'm waiting for the results of that test in about 2 more months. They'll let me know whether I got a placebo or the real thing. But safe sex is a must. I had one friend die due to not safe sex, and it was the hardest thing I ever went through. I've known a lot of people who had a problem, but when it come down to my friend, it was very difficult for me to handle. So safe sex is a must. Outside of movie making, my first and best love is working out and keeping in shape. It's a hobby for me. I don't mind going to the gym at all. Most times I spend 2.5 to 3 hours at the gym, and I go every day except for Sunday. Uh, I have been working in a construction company, well, making kitchen cabinets for 10 years. That was a nice job. I learned a lot, and I could probably clean my own kitchen. But what I'm interested in now is sign language for the hearing impaired. I've taken some courses in interpreting sign language, and I need to uh, go back to school to get up to par again as far as speed and learning new words. So hopefully I can become a counselor for the hearing impaired. When I bring a man home, like I said, I'll slowly undress him and kiss his body, lick his from his penis out through his chest, bite on his neck, have him bite my nipples, get me turned on, which won't be very slowly, because once my nipples start getting worked, I come, or not come, but I get excited really quickly. We'll start out soft, slow, and smooth, and work on from there. I'll just slowly take his pants off and press his balls, rub his balls, lick his chest, kiss his butt, his face, and suck his dick.